What's up guys, we're back again with the Apple news. We've been covering the Galaxy S21 series for a while now, but Apple has also been making progress for their iPhone 13. We have some good news and some bad news regarding the iPhone 13, but first, Apple has led the US market again. If you guys remember, the iPhone 12 launch was delayed by a month, which gives Samsung a chance to surpass Apple in their home market and making the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra the best-selling 5G smartphone in the world, but seems like we have taken Apple way too lightly. According to Counterpoint's report, the iPhone 12 is the best-selling 5G smartphone in the world, followed by the iPhone 12 Pro in the second position. The iPhone 12 has a 16% market share, followed by the iPhone 12 Pro with 8% and Note 20 Ultra in third position with just 4%. This is absolutely a crazy dominance, like we have so many 5G smartphones on the Android side, but it took Apple just 2.5 weeks to snatch their crown back from Samsung and also to lead the 5G market. We'll see if the Galaxy S21 series will slow down the momentum or not. Now here comes the iPhone 13. Apple is always known to not delivering things and stopping others, like in 2016 they stopped delivering headphone jack, in 2020 charger and earphones, and now the thing they'll remove is going to be a charging cable and SIM ejection tool. According to a leaked Apple survey in Portuguese, Apple could remove a charging cable as well as SIM card ejection tool. Now why would they remove a basic USB cable out of the box? So the reason is simple. As we have heard that Apple is planning to ditch the charging port from their next iPhone, at least one iPhone from next year, probably the most high-end variant aka the iPhone 13 Pro Max, won't be featuring a charging port at all. Apple's ultimate plan is to make the wireless iPhone, and for that they need to remove the charging port and replacing it with a solution that is already available, and it's called MagSafe. The point of the iPhone 12's introduction with MagSafe was to popularize the MagSafe enough so that they can initiate their next industry-shaking move. Again, it's still not gonna happen next year. Apple will be removing charging port from just one iPhone next year, meaning the iPhone 13 mini, 13 and 13 Pro will still be compatible with Lightning port charger. But then again, you also have to buy USB-C to Lightning cable if you don't have already. But with the iPhone 13 Pro Max, you have to buy a MagSafe charger. Now if you have an open mind, you can think of it as a one-time investment, and by removing charging port, Apple will probably make the iPhone more water resistant and probably put a bigger battery in it. But the worst part about it is Android manufacturers will soon follow Apple without any proper planning. Like they have MagSafe, they have plans, but on the Android side they will just follow Apple. Like the best example of it, Samsung removing charger and earphones in the box of Galaxy S21 series. Now good news time. So this same survey also reveals the return of a Touch ID. We are hearing this for a while now, and now Apple themselves has somehow hinted the possibility of return of in-display Touch ID. We have heard that only the iPhone 13 Pro Max will bring back the Touch ID, but I would assume that both the Pro models might have in-display Touch ID as well as Face ID. With the iPhone 13 next year, Apple will also be shrinking down the notch, and both the Pro models will be having 120Hz LTPO display from Samsung. This LTPO display technology will allow Apple to variably adjust the refresh rate unlike the 12 Pro models, and will also allow Apple to conserve more battery since LTPO can adjust refresh rate from 120Hz to all the way down to just 1 Hz. Not only that, this will also allow Apple to finally bring the always-on display with the iPhone 13 Pro models. Apple is expected to ship 160 to 180 million 5G smartphones next year, and by the massive success of the iPhone 12 series, I have no doubt if they'll change their plans. So yeah, that's all the latest news on the Apple. Let me know what you think of this next industry shaking move, and also what are your comments on the iPhone 13. Now seems like a right time to jump to iOS if you want to, because 120Hz Touch ID and always on display also making their way to the iPhones. So yeah, let me know, will you jump to iOS after these upgrades, and subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.